Hello. Just gonna wait on that one.
Okay. The list is closed with yes, we're when. Yep, we are live. We hope. Don't know what's going on. I don't think we officially went down over there. So
no, it was just an OBS thing. The OBS software went down. So that's what the problem was. And we weren't spinning on whether or not we were taking more things. We were spinning because we were going down.
Oh my goodness. Well, anyway, guys, I don't know if Ramen Deep is back, but we were working on Ramen Deep's reading here.
I thought we had pretty much wrapped it up, but...
And I wanted to just go back to what I was saying at the end in case it got jumbled. This idea here that it just seems like it was very, very complicated. And to me, it could indicate that, you know, it's possible Matt had feelings for this person, but that's as far as it went, you know. Things were just too complicated and it didn't go in that direction. Didn't likely go in that direction.
Agreed.
So really, Ramen Deep, that's
probably not.
That's what we have for you. Sorry about the disruption during your reading. It just happens. It's out of our control. So we try to get back up as soon as we can. And that's what we have for you.
All right. Honey, I'm home. That's right. What a day.
All right. Oh, that's right. We have Dr. V, too. I forgot about that. So we got a few things to continue here, as if Dr. V came back. So we're done with Ramen Deep. We're on Violet Ann. Violet Ann, are you with us? Did you make it back?
Yes, I think they're back, right. Thank you, Moonlight.
Hi, Moonlight. Let's give Violet Ann a minute, see if she comes back. She came back one of the other times we restarted, but then kablooey. So let's just see. And if not, we'll...
Right, we are back, and I'm just running the Weird Week promo just to buy us a little time. And Raven came back.
Violet Ann did leave a question. Okay, that's awesome, Violet.
Okay, so we could just go ahead and do their question.
We're going to go ahead and do their question. Anything she needs to know for next week. Is it my deck? I don't even know at this point. Okay.
It is, because I did the Deviant Moon.
Oh, let's get that in there, right? Here you go.
It would have happened.
Let's grab this one.
Thank you. So sorry about that. I'm not really sure what it was. I saw a couple flashes saying that our system was going down, and then it was gone. Just after somebody talked about spinning. Hi, Joey OT, and we're not going to be able to take you. Our list is actually closed. We've had some software broadcasting problems, so we did pretty much fulfill about 2 hours worth, though. So we're not going to be able to take any more questions today.
We're finishing up the readings we had left. Oh, boy. What you need to know about the next week, Violet Ann?
Stay home. The tower.
Unless the home is crumbling. And there's the Three of Cups, though, upright. Hey, well, that's interesting. And then we have the Sea Kitten again. This is, well, the Sea Kitten. The Page of Cups reversed. All right. You know what? I like the sounds of this. Let's see what you've got. I know it's just crazy, but I do like the sounds of it.
Dice again and child.
Well, Violet man, what the heck? It looks like something's got to break down and be rebuilt. You know, the tower is here and something may be crumbling for you this week, but with it comes some great knowledge to build off of, as well as recognizing some of the changes that you need to make in order to set things right. And I feel here, looking at this card here, the Page of Cups, don't let your imagination run away with you. Don't let your imagination run away with you. Don't let yourself be discouraged by what necessarily has to be done here, because you kept picking up that card. Now I'm forgetting what it is. What is it?
Is it the Three of Swords?
It's the Three of Cups. It's C, right?
Oh, right.
The C. Mm-hmm. And so because ultimately whatever is breaking down there is necessary, and you will have a reason to celebrate when all is said and done. That's the way I'm looking at this. And I feel, well, you go ahead before I go into the Lenormand.
Well, right. You do need to know that maybe a situation that seems to be falling apart is not going to necessarily be bad for you, that there may actually be something good you'll see there. And some of that with that Page of Cups reverse maybe is just saying that you'll just need to work through your own sense of it being a poem, a tragic poem, but you know, like just sort
I
of...
like that.
You know, not necessarily defining the entire week or month or year even. Mostly you want to just also understand that some of this is opportunistic, synergistic, and you just sort of have to go along with it. You know, the childlike steps of just sort of not fighting it. So in other words, resistance is futile next week at least. The idea that maybe you can alter things. Some of this is probably unavoidable.
I feel here the child is saying, you know, the child and the dice are saying that, you know, this is a little bit of a chancy thing that has happened here. Maybe this idea that, you know, some of this wasn't based on a firm foundation, and, you know, move slowly. I think it's saying move slowly so that, you know, and don't take unnecessary chances or risks. Don't leave things up to fate, but don't also allow your emotions to get the better of you. Realize that in whatever is happening here, it's for your own good, and it will be a reason to celebrate ultimately. So move forward slowly and deliberately from here, leaving nothing to chance.
I like it.
I like it. Good luck with that, Violet Ann. And, you know, I'll have to maybe DM Violet Ann and let her know we did this reading in the second half of this.
All right.
All right, I think we are on, is it Lily now?
And Lily has asked if Habib will ask for a commitment. So I think we'll do a yes or no on that one too.
Okay.
And I'm using the Tarot of the Animal Lords.
Will Habib ask me for a commitment? Okay. All right.
Thank you, Lily.
It's that darn thing again. That was the magician? Yeah. Oh.
I like this deck. All right. Well, the way the cards are looking, Lily, it looks like it's leaning towards no. We wouldn't say that it is a most positive no, but it is more likely going to be no, at least at this time.
What is that second card you threw up there?
It's the Six of Cups.
Okay.
And then it's followed by the Seven of Pentacles. So although it's leaning towards no, what we can tell you is that to some degree, it just may take time. That's the Seven of Pentacles. Like maybe it's not really the right time for them to think about that. In Lenormand, you get the Labyrinth, and you also get the Bear. But the Six of Cups may be saying too, and I'm wondering too if this is a sense that maybe you have known Habib a long time, or that maybe there is a childhood memory between you, something like that. I don't want to assume anything, but it may suggest memories of relationships in the past or friendships in the past. So maybe this is just saying really they need more time, or they're not comfortable unless they have more time. But the Bear and the Labyrinth could also be saying too that they're trying to find strength to move through what is maybe confusing for them. So this may be a process they're working through, that it's not that they don't want to make the commitment, but maybe they're trying to find themselves doing that for other reasons.
So real interesting reading, Lily, even if it is leaning towards no. I want to remind you it's not a definite no, and I almost feel here that there is a possibility for success. It just looks like it may not be right now. And I will say this, that it's possible Habib is exploring something there's something from his past that has his interest. Has he not cut ties with somebody else from his past? Is there somebody else from his past he hasn't let go of yet? And he's thinking of these happier times, and does he really want that over, making a commitment? I'm just wondering
I
that's
see that, yeah.
possible. And with the Seven of here, that's why the Seven of Pentacles is here, because it's showing there's a bit of uncertainty here as to what he really wants to do, what he wants to grow, where he wants to grow. And I feel here too, he's very strong-minded, he's very strong-willed, but something is confusing him. Maybe in matters of the heart right now, he isn't feeling that strength. He's feeling more confused right now. And I think he just needs more time to work things out, before he's willing to commit one way or another. He's debating right now what he should do, I think. So there is that. But I think it's going to take a little more time for this to work out, if it's going to work out. He might be having some doubts right now, and that's why it's leaning towards no.
So it looks like it's maybe leaning towards no, but only for now. You are more than welcome to come back and ask again. And remember, we always really feel that it is a snapshot in time, what we're telling you, that circumstances could happen that we are not aware of or we're not seeing in the cards that could change that outcome.
Lily, the other thing is that you should definitely ask again at some point, because it's what the cards are reflecting today. It could very well change. I'm not ruling out the possibility something could happen here. I just think they're sorting things out right now. So don't expect anything to happen right away. And hey, I hope we're wrong.
There you go.
Good luck with that, Lily.
Good luck. So now we are on Dr. Victor, right?
Yep.
And he asks, what's CPU's feelings towards me, and does she like me? Okay, so that's going to be your deck.
Okay. Can I use that one? CPU's feelings toward me.
And of course, I know that this isn't necessarily a romantic question. This could also be about another situation that maybe has the initial CPU and whether or not, you seem favorable to them. So we'll kind of look at it in a general way, I suppose.
Well, does she like me? That sounds a little more personal to me.
Well, maybe that's the
But,
person
you
at
know,
the
is it
company.
business or pleasure? I guess that would be our question.
And I don't think Dr. Victor's come back, so we may not get that from them, but we're going to do the reading just to see.
Yeah, I think so, if they left a question.
Yeah. And of course, Dr. Victor goes back a ways with us too. I think Dr. Victor came around in our first year of broadcast too.
Probably. Either that or early in the second. All right. Oh, you cut them 3 times. Wow.
No, I didn't. I took the top one and I took the
Oh.
bottom one.
Oh, I was going to say.
You do it the same
I
way.
did say.
You do it the same way, I think.
Not exactly.
Really? Okay, whatever.
The Magician is upright. The Knight of Swords is reversed. Oh, we got 2 dashing knights here. The Knight of Wands is upright.
Which one are you, Dr. Victor?
This isn't Dr. Victor.
Isn't it?
No, it's, is it Dr. V?
Why was I talking about
Whoops, it
that?
was Dr. V. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm mortified. I'm mortified.
I'm sorry. I was thinking of Lily, who we finished.
Okay, that was 3 apologies. I guess that'll work.
Well, since you're so with it, we'll let you go first.
Very good. No problem. So you asked about CPU's feelings for you. Do they like you? And I see the Magician, and I see the Knight of Swords. So I think they think you're a clever, creative person. You know how to make things, how to manifest energies or control energies. But you have two knights, so maybe they see, you know, your charismatic business side, how you really move towards, you know, interests that you can maybe inform and pull around you. But the Knight of Swords reverse maybe indicates that they don't always feel you seize the anvil when it's hot. So in terms of relationships or whether they like you, maybe they think there was an opportunity for you to say something more about that, but you didn't. It's all good, though. I don't know that that works against you so much. I think they generally like you. Down over here in Lenormand, the letter and the cross, well, it could be indicating that a communication may not exactly put it in those terms. So I'm wondering if I should let you come in with your ideas.
So business or pleasure, Dr. V, I think CPU feels that you have the right ingredients. You have the right chemistry. You know, if this is about a connection of some sort, but if it's about business, you have the right chemistry, you have the right ingredients, things that they may be looking for, you know. The Knight of Swords reversed indicates that they maybe are worried about moving too quickly on something, or you know, they may be worried too, maybe about you yourself. Are you yourself wanting things to move more quickly, whether it's a business sense or whatever? You know, then they're willing to move.
Well, maybe they see that you're that person because this is how they look at you.
And with the Page of Wands here, I feel like this could be the start of something very positive, growthful. This could be the start of something that could be, you know, good for you business-wise or relationship-wise, really. The Page of Wands could go, wait, is that the Knight?
They're both knights.
That's right, they're both knights. I'm sorry. So basically, this could be the start of something good, but this could be something that could even lead to something else. I'm not sure what that is, but let's take a look at the letter and the cross now.
Well, the letter informs the cross.
Yeah. whatever they feel about you, it just seems like it may take a long time for something to happen or develop here. And whether, like, again, if this is a personal relationship or if this is in a business sense, it's going to take time for something to really gel and develop here.
My question is whether or not they just think that it's on your part that happens, because I think they feel about you, think of you as that Knight of Swords.
Well, the cross is long-term grief, and so I'm thinking in terms of, it just seems like there's frustrating delays going on here, or, some disappointments associated, with this situation. I don't know what it is. It looks as though it could have to do with things moving too fast here.
Both of those cards add up to
Isn't that
number
weird?
9.
Because that's really long-term thing, and that speed, that's upright, correct? So my thinking is,
Let me tell you this.
do it.
Both of those cards add up to number 9, 36 and 27.
All right, so what do you want to say about that?
Well, this could be about,
What's ending?
it could be the opportunity for whatever is going on with CPU towards you could be ending. Like maybe there is a reason why those delays are there, or something like that. Maybe I almost wonder too if there's some sense of long distance involved in this relationship.
I feel like they see you as being very capable here. But, we could look at that Knight of Swords as a decision that goes against you, is a possibility here. And that, maybe why the Knight of Wands is here is that, this opportunity is coming and going, and maybe you're going to move on to something else rather than wait for something that looks like it could be some long-term difficulties. That's what it looks like to me. It looks like there might be some, regardless of how this person feels about you, there might be some outside factors that are at play here.
Your cycles or timing are not matched well, and so although there may be some interest, the likelihood of connections maybe is random right now unless things change.
Well, I'm going to say, Dr. V, this was kind of a tough one.
It was.
So I hope that made some sense to you as we move on. And, maybe you can ask again, or maybe a little more specifically next time, or if they're feeling about you for a job or something where we can get a better bead on what's going on.
So, Victoria, we're not answering Toby's question because he went to the closet? What?
Aww. All right, so who is up? It is Victoria. Victoria, what you got for us? No. Well, let's take a look.
I'm going to use the Secrets Tarot for that one. Men are pigs.
Fickle.
That too. Do we want to do your 3-card special on that? Your 3-card thing?
No, I think not for this one. 3 cards, though, yes. I see why you asked that, but no.
Do you want us to introduce you to Dr. V? No, I'm kidding.
Dr. V and I have the same reading.
Oh!
All right.
Okay, well,
Go ahead.
I can tell you this. Your first card is the 10 of Cups reversed. Boo on that.
I guess not.
But your next card is the Magician. So you are getting Dr. V's reading, maybe. I don't know. He had the Magician. But that was
the
in
10
terms
of Cups reversed? Holy cow. Okay.
for them. Oh, yeah, right.
Okay.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. I had moved on. It's his Saturn return plus Pluto is moving the wacky doodle energy. So is that his second Saturn return? Ooh. And then the final card, Victoria, is the Hanged Man. So let me look at your question again. We have the mice in Lenormand and choice.
The path.
I'll choose the mice.
No, you won't.
Well,
Wow,
what
what
I'm
a
wondering
story.
about
All right, I'm going to let him go.
the kablooey kid, or whatever we're going to call him, is I got a sense like maybe, and you said Saturn return, so I'm assuming it's possibly second Saturn return, like maybe they're in their mid to late 50s, something like that. And I'm wondering if maybe this relates to the fact that they have adult children who maybe they're feeling they need to have connection with it, they don't, something like that. And so and that of course could be a convenient excuse too. Well, I need to pay attention to my daughter, she's in college now, blah, blah, blah. I think they know what they're doing. I think they have a plan for themselves, even if they're not exactly able to be read. And it may be feeling that, ultimately they're mostly going to do what they think is truly right for them. And so they may be looking at all relationships under that kind of microscope, whether or not they really see some happiness or some real connection there or not. It doesn't mean that they don't with you, but it may be that they're just sort of in a deep dive accessing some of that, because you do have the choice of the path here. And maybe they're just trying to figure out, at a second Saturn return, there could be things that come up for some people that talk about their health or things like that. So they may be feeling like they have other factors going on that annoy, irritate, or distract them from fully focusing on a relationship at this time.
Wow, you know what, Victoria? I see nothing so much about you here as I do see some insight into their personality and character here. And I really feel with the magician here in the center, you know what? They just feel that, in control. They feel like in control. They also like to feel that, everything fits in their world. Everything fits that they need. And what do you want? Oh.
I think you got something really right there.
Hi, Swathy. Oh,
No.
It's nice of you to stop in and say hi.
No, it's about what Victoria said just before that.
I know that. I get it. Well, at any rate, the Saturn thing, he thinks all women are out for his money. Well, he wants to be in control. He has everything he needs. Let's face it, right? He has everything he could want in life right now. So you know what? He's going to be picky, isn't he? And he's looking long term, and maybe he's not feeling it. Maybe right now, also, I might add, Victoria, he maybe likes the single life. He maybe likes, having women around or coming after him a little bit here, regardless of what he may be saying. Because I see that Ten of Cups reversed here, and then I see the Hanged Man who's hanging around on his own there, looking at the world from his own perspective there and viewpoint. And I'm feeling, he doesn't want to be tied down right now, does he? He doesn't want to be tied down to any one person. And he wants to make sure, and like I said, he has everything he needs so he can play the field for a while. He can do what he wants and what fits his lifestyle. And the bottom line is, he may have some issues in making his mind up about things, the choices here, the pathway, the road. And I'm seeing here that, he's maybe has some trouble deciding and determining, especially where relationships are concerned, because I think that's where you come into this, is where he needs to be next, what he really wants in life, what he really wants as a life partner. Maybe he really doesn't ever want to totally settle down again. And just have people he can commiserate with when he can on his terms.
I like using the Secrets Tarot because when I look at the magician there, he looks like kind of like an evil magician. And I'm not saying that this kablooey kid is evil, but I think they're very selfish, and a good magician has to be selfish to some degree. They have to be so composed of what their will is. So I do feel that way. Why did you do that?
Because she
and
said...
thank you, Swati, for saying nice things.
Because she said, so should I send him a message and rip him one?
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
I looked at the bottom card of the deck, Victoria, and it's the Tower reversed. I basically would say there's nothing good that can be gained from that. You just may want to let him go. In other words, you know what? If he's treating you like you didn't matter to him, then maybe you should do the same and just not try to re-engage, and just wait and see if he comes back. That's what I'm wondering here.
Be the mouse that irritates him. But you're no mouse. But you're no mouse.
I don't know what you thought of all that, but that's what I see with that combination of cards. Yeah.
All right.
That's what we got for you. He said he wants to be in a relationship, but yeah, he's kind of selfish. He is. I'm seeing that here.
It's a formerly married guy thing,
it's more than that. Obviously, he's where he wants to be in life. He wants as uncomplicated a life as possible. So I'm not saying you did anything wrong necessarily, but he may just look at things as being too complicated with you right now for other reasons, in his life.
The magician really does say, I think in this context, that it wasn't you, it was him, that he wanted to have this kind of order in his life. And so if it wasn't you, it would have been somebody else.
And it might be somebody else too, for all you know. How do you know how many other people he is communicating with? We don't. So...
All right, a general reading for Raven.
Yep. All right, we got your one.
And you're very welcome, Victoria. It's your deck.
Oh, I thought I just used...
No, we used my secret
tarot.
tarot.
Secrets. Yes, we did. All right. Oh, get this one out.
Beginning to wonder about you.
I have always wondered about you.
Well, I lied. I've wondered about you since before you wondered about me.
I wondered about you before I even knew you.
I wondered about you in my past life. 3 past lives ago.
I got it. Stop. All right. Stupid charhead. Oh, hey, by the way, Victoria, I listened to the Tibetan bells, that you had, the Tibetan chimes. Those were wonderful. I really enjoyed that. On your website there of positive stuff. That darn anchor's coming up a lot today, isn't it? Well, we have the sun reversed here. We have the 9 of Swords reversed. That's the way I like to see it. And lo and behold, guess who's come back again? The Magician's coming up a lot today, too. Interesting, those 2 major arcana cards like that. An anchor.
Then we have the anchor and the dice.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll be interested in what you say about that.
Yeah, that's going to be a tricky one. Well, you wanted a general, and so I'm going to look at this. Let's see. I want to see if it's about 2 different things or the same. It's the Magician there. I'm going to try to put this together for you, I think. It's possible that maybe there have been some things that haven't been going that well for you, Rowan.
We're going offline again, according to the gang. We're just going to close, I think.
That was brief, he said. Why don't you not overreact and let's try to get through this? All right. So, are you all still there? All right. We may go down again. I really would hate to leave somebody's reading hanging, but Mr. O is really wanting to close the show if this happens again, so I don't know.
Mr. O has not said one way or the other, so you're simply wrong.
Okay. So let's go on with Rowen's reading. You know what? I feel, Rowen, with the sun here, that things may not have been going too well for you, you feel. And, there may be some delays, some disappointments, some things that just haven't been going your way. And the 9 of Swords is saying, you know what? And let's combine that with the Magician here. I really feel, though, that you can power through this, this period. If it's been a little bit disappointing for you, what's coming to you now is a period more of self-empowerment and mastery and an ability to take what you have and be constructive about tackling whatever it is you're facing right now. And the Nine of Swords reversed is here to say that, a lot of fears and anxieties and maybe negative self-talk that might be going on for you right now is going to be dissipating. It's all going to change because you're finally going to find yourself in your power again. And, but I have to get you to understand here that right now, a lot of things that are happening in your life or will be happening in your life may be very random and kind of out of your control. And it looks like that kind of trend is going to be here for a while with the Anchor. So try to stable yourself, try to make yourself feel secure, and know that you really do have the power to tackle whatever comes your way.
Raven, your best card is that Magician card, because it shows, as Banshee says, that you really do have control where you need it, and you have resources mostly within yourself or within your own capabilities or what you have access to. So you seem to have been coming through a period perhaps where maybe you were depressed, but you're starting to realize that those problems were not necessarily your own. Maybe you were just thinking they were partially reflective on you, but it was really tangential. So it may have been people you knew, but it really didn't have the impact on you. Perhaps you were just trying to be a good friend. But having said that, it still seems that there may be some reflection off of those things that maybe is providing a sense of bad events for people around you. So it may not be so much that they affect you, but they affect you just because they affect people you know. And this may continue for a while, as Banshee also mentioned with the Anchor. So maybe people that you live with, like if you're still living at home or with a family situation. Mostly what I want you to take away, though, is that your own energies or powers will be the best at helping you get over that. And maybe you'll even be able to help other people that this might be happening to that affect you as well.
Well, I'm going to stick with what I said, too. So, take what resonates. Geez, I don't think it's a totally negative period here for you, because I think you are conquering some of maybe why, some of your disappointments. Oh gosh, I moved the camera. You're eliminating your fears a little bit, and, not being so anxious about the things that haven't worked out, and, realizing that you've got this. You ultimately can manage and navigate through some uncertainties that are going on. Hope that makes sense to you. I hope you like that reading. Good luck with that. And we're on Mama T. And then Violet Lotus. And yes, we did bicker. General reading for Mama T, and it'll be your deck. Thank you. All right. Love and light to you as well.
You're welcome. That's mine.
I'm just giving you these. All right. Oh, I thought I just did my cat people. Maybe I'm wrong. So I just picked them up.
Oh, you're right. That's yours.
All right. It's all right. You're not always right.
You're not a lizard.
General for Mama T. Mama T has been enduring some difficult times with the ill health of her husband. Wishing her the best. Nice. Ace of Pentacles is upright.
The Magician is reversed. Call it the Juggler in this deck. And the Six of Swords is reversed.
Oh, toughie. Here.
There's the House again.
Mm-hmm.
And the Well.
Well, there's a little bit of good with a little bit of the bad here, Mama T. You know, as can be expected when you're going through some of the stuff you've been going through. It seems like, you know, you feel pretty stuck right now with that Six of Swords here reversed, that there's no way out of present difficulties, that, you know, that you feel as though, I really want to go this way, that you feel as though, you know, that things are out of control. You don't feel like you sometimes have the strength or the will to move forward, to progress to something better. But I feel like there could be something positive happening here. You know, and maybe it does relate to your husband, because I'm looking at these cards here too. You know, when you get the wishing well, the well is often not just about wishes, it's about health matters. It can be about, you know, because the healing waters of a well, right? You know, there's always that analogy too. And I see it there with the home. So I'm almost wondering and keeping my fingers crossed for you that your husband will be healing at home. But you know, the Ace of Pentacles is here. So to me, that indicates that this is going to take some time. You know, the Ace of Pentacles is the beginning of something, and so growthful. So I feel here that progress is going to be made, and he will be able to do some healing at home.
Well, to me, the Ace of Pentacles maybe kind of is like the health system, you know, that is where Rick is basically involved in right now because of his process. Whether or not he comes back home, he still is in a healthcare system, because he'll have medicines to take, rehab procedures to undergo, other visits to doctors. So I do feel that that's a good thing. It does maybe feel like, you know, from your point of view, this is out of control for you, because you may not be directly involved in everything there, and you're trusting in the health system to do right by him. So it sort of makes it feel like, you know, you haven't really progressed where your plans may have been. You just sort of feel like you're stuck there. But I want you to think that, you know, it is imperative that he do work on his health and healing, whether it is at home, because I think Banshee's right. This is where it's really going, and that some of this is about you learning to trust in that system.
Well, you know me, then another thought pops into my head. And so I wonder here if there may, you know, this could indicate his hospital stay here, Mr. O, because this is about health and healing, and then the home is about a place of comfort, safety, and security.
He might have to be in some sort of convalescent or rehab center.
I wonder if there's a rehab center in his future here.
Yeah, I'm wondering too.
I just wonder. But it's possible he could come home to heal as well. You know, it just depends. I feel like, you know, maybe that Ace of Pentacles is telling us that something new might be discovered. I know right now you're concerned about his, you know, his diagnosis. What caused what happened to happen? And so maybe this is the beginning of that, finding that out and ferreting that out. And I understand this is a real hard time for you right now. You feel stuck. You feel maybe, you know, you doubt yourself and your abilities to get through this. You know, we can all only do the best we can under these trying circumstances. And so, you know, we're all here for you. We'll do the cards for you anytime you need it, Mama T. Just come back and ask, and you know where to reach me.
I think the reading reflects on the fact that right now, in a way, it's a lot of this is out of your hands. But, you know, with the help of people around you that you reach out to and that are reaching out to you, things will work out. They're just going to take some time, of course. Healing like that does take time. So good luck, Mama T.
That's what we have for you.
And now we are on
Violet
Violet.
Lotus. Are you with us?
Supercalifragilistic.
Ah, there
What
we are.
can Uncle
For a minute there, I
Al-
thought we went down, so, okay.
I knew we didn't.
Well, I saw the green there. I did see the green lady thing.
It's only when it turns red or yellow.
Yeah.
So if it was green,
Right,
it's okay.
I know. So I kind of realized we were up.
Get with it.
Okay. What can Uncle Alan tell you? Ah. Well, we go through periods like that, Violet, with the cards. You know, don't feel too down on that. But let's see what Uncle Alan has for you.
It's your deck.
Thank you. I'm sorry. Let me use this one. Well, thanks everybody for their patience with us today. We know we've been trying to each other as well. I really don't think we would have went into that much overtime if we didn't have the downtime. But we did. Got it. All right. That's where we be. Okay. Well, we start with the Two of Wands. Upright. We have the Knight of Pentacles reversed. Oh. We have the Three of Swords upright.
The Child. And the Ship.
Well, I feel here, Violet, Uncle Alan wants you to not worry so much about things moving slowly or things not actually, coming to fruition the way you want. This is really interesting to me, God, that we have... Is that the Two of Wands again?
Yes, it
the
is.
Two of Wands and the Three of Swords. I'm sorry, I'm feeling a little distracted. I'm going to let him go first.
Fine. Well, what does Uncle Alan want to say to you? I get the feeling like there's a sense of balance that they want to happen. Maybe they feel they're not going to be constantly around, that maybe other matters might pull them away, the sense of a separation. The Knight of Pentacles, though, sort of says there's a lingering presence. So I sort of wonder if maybe it's just saying that to some degree they're around, but they may not have actual close impact with you or relations or communication. You know, there's just sort of like here, now, and then. Maybe they want you to get used to that, they're more overseeing you, but they're not necessarily interacting directly with you. And that's why you have traveling and the Child there, because maybe this is saying really when you are moving towards him, or if they're moving towards you, there's a sense that there's really a difference in your mentalities. Not that you're a child compared to him or vice versa, but that there really is a sense of timing difference. That's the timing thing. We talked about that earlier in the show, that maybe things move really differently for them. And so maybe that's why the sense of communication may not seem as constant.
I don't know if you were asking about that per se. You were wondering what message maybe Uncle Alan has for you in relation to the fact that nothing's resonating right now.
He's not going to be around a whole lot. He's separated a little bit. He has other things to do, and maybe the communication is going to be slower. That's what I said.
I'm not talking about that. What I am talking about is what I'm saying is in answer to your question as to whether what Uncle Alan has to say about your lack of clarity with your cards of the day, I feel here he doesn't want you to be too concerned about that. I feel here that maybe, though, there is something, he senses that there is something weighing on you right now, that might be bringing you down a little bit and maybe causing some of this to happen. So he is suggesting take it slow. There's no reason, if things aren't working for you, maybe put them down for a while, or, try something different. Use some different decks, shake up your decks, whatever the case may be. And, strategize a little bit too. Meditate on what you feel could be wrong. Uncle Alan also is looking at here, okay, we have the ship and the child. Again, what is that telling me? Move slowly. Take your time, relax. This isn't a race, and definitely when you have the Knight of Pentacles reversed, it's definitely not a race. And so take it slow. Work through whatever might be weighing you down right now, psychically, emotionally. There's something maybe Uncle Alan feels you need to address. And, think about it. Really take your time and think about it. And you'll work your way through this. You'll move in time. But take it slow. And don't worry about this. It's just a phase. I think it is just a passing phase.
All right.
That's what we have for you. Okay, well, that's it. Way into overtime, 4:47, but at least it's not an hour overtime. I want to thank everybody for being here today. I enjoyed it immensely. So take care, everybody. Hopefully, and we do apologize for these weird disruptions. I don't know what's going on with OBS, but we're glad you all came back to get their readings, and we will see you soon.
Don't forget to watch Your Weird Week.
Take care. Yes,
Tomorrow
please do.
morning.
I think you'll find it interesting tomorrow. Take care, everybody, and we will see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.